If you're a runner who's been told that you bounce too much when you run, otherwise known as vertical oscillation or vert OCS, which you'll see on your running watch, and you've been told by your running coach or your friends in your running club that you should bounce less when you run, this video is going to show you the exercises you can use to do exactly that. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Kevin Vandy, physical therapist and running specialist with Competitive Edge Physical Therapy. Vertical oscillation is a lot to say and a mouthful. If you want more information about what it is and what it means for your running, check out this video. There's a link in the description below for you to check out more information about that in another video I made. The video today, I'm going to show you how to fix it. If you bounce too much or feel like you're wasting energy on your run because of how high your body moves, again, vertical oscillation is how much your body moves up and down when you run. If you want to decrease your bounce, improve your efficiency, reduce the amount of energy it takes to run, and improve your performance, then this video is for you. So let's jump right in. All right, this first drill we're going to go through is a runner knee to wall drill. So Dr. Brad Sullivan is going to help me with this drill to demonstrate exactly how to do this. The goal of this drill is to accelerate your swing leg in running so that it moves your body mass forward so that you can run horizontally instead of vertically. So Brad, go ahead and put your hands on the wall. So first key piece is his body is leaning forward. You don't want to be fully upright. That's what we're trying to avoid because an upright trunk increases the amount of bounce when you run. So we're going to have a leaned forward posture in a straight line. We're going to have one leg that's slightly bent, in this case his right leg. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move from that bent knee position. We're going to drive the stance leg, we're going to drive that glute forward. We're going to squeeze the thigh muscle to straighten out the knee. And then he's going to drive this knee into the wall to move his body mass forward. So Brad, go ahead and drive the knee into the wall. And then he does a calf raise with it, which is that triple extension position. So extension of the hip, extension of the knee, and flexion of the foot. So the keys here, you want to make a nice fluid motion. Make sure you squeeze your glute, make sure you squeeze your thigh, and get this knee, go ahead and stop in the top position, not the calf raise, just bring the knee up. You want to get this knee up even higher if you can, up into this 90-degree position so that it's pressing, really try to press the knee into the wall, and then fluidly come back down into a bent knee, bent hip position. So you can start easy, you don't have to go all the way into this position if it's difficult, but you want to work into being able to do this fluidly with some speed to mimic running itself. To make it more challenging, you can even add a resistance band behind your body to create some additional resistance. The idea here, do a lot of reps, probably 25, 30 repetitions to improve the endurance of your running specific muscles. For this next drill, we're going to work on the strength and power aspect of your leg drive and of the strength of your glute and the strength of your quad. So you're going to use a band. Now you can tie this to a post. You can put this on a gym hook. You can have a friend hold it, significant other, your choice. But you want it to have it around your hip bones so that the emphasis is placed on driving your butt muscle forward more than anything else. Because again, one of the reasons why people have high bounce when they run is they don't have enough glute drive. So let's emphasize this in this drill. So with tension, you can use, as Brad has here, hand on a chair for balance, totally cool. But you're going to start with a bent knee and a bend in the hip. From there, Brad is going to drive his opposite leg forward, just like the wall drill, and pull his hips against the band. Go ahead, Brad, drive through. And in this position, you want to come fully upright with a little lean forward at your ankle to mimic what you did on the wall. Now the key here, really squeeze, go ahead, drive your glute forward, squeeze tight, good, hold a couple seconds, bring it down fluidly, bend your hip and knee, and then drive again through the position. You want to make sure your shoulders stay square over your hips, your knee stays pointing straight ahead, doesn't roll in or out, and make sure your big toe stays on the ground and your foot doesn't roll too far inwards or too far outwards. You're going to do 3 sets of probably 15 to 20 repetitions to help drive this mechanics and drive the coordination of your glute, your quad, and your calf muscle in a running specific position. So for this next drill, I'm going to ask you to have a little faith in me and the drill and trust yourself. This is called a trust fall drill or a fall forward drill. And the idea is when you run, you want to feel like you're running into a stiff wind, like you're falling forward, so that your momentum is in the horizontal direction and not in the vertical direction, increasing your bounce. So again, trust me on this one. It's going to feel a little scary at first, but I trust you can get it. So what I'm going to have Brad do here is he's going to start upright, leaning forward through the entire body so that the ankle starts to bend, your body stays straight, fall until you can't hold it anymore, and then take a few running steps forward. So Brad, go ahead for it. Lean, 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 get to that end, and then take some running steps forward. Now, let's move those feet a little bit faster this next time so that you can get into your running cadence. So lean forward, knees stay straight, fall, and then run. Exactly. Now, this is best done on a track where you can then run, a 50 meter or so distance, maintaining your forward trunk lean. You don't want this to run forward and then come back to running fully upright. You want to maintain that trunk lean, maintain the feeling of falling through a good distance, about 50 meters, 100 meters, and do that as your strides or your repeats, probably as part of your speed day on the track. When you have a high bounce when you run, one of the pieces that contributes to that is tight hip flexors, muscles that sit here in the front of your thigh. So we're going to go through a stretching technique that you can use at the beginning of your runs that can help loosen up your hips so that those tight hip flexors do not get in the way of making a great run. So Brad here is in a kneeling position on his right hand side. He's got his left leg bent and foot out in front of him. Right leg is behind him. Now here's the key to this drill. I'm going to have you raise this arm up for me. Before Brad even moves, what he wants to do is he needs to squeeze his glute and drive this hip forward. So you can call this a posterior tilt, you can call it a glute contraction, whatever works for you. But the idea is this glute contracts and the hip scoops underneath. So Brad, can you feel that now in the front of your thigh? Perfect. So even this might be enough of a stretch for you. Again, go ahead and come out of that position. Most of you are going to have it so there's an angle here where the hip still is in front of the thigh. So what you have to do, go ahead and press your glute forward, squeeze this muscle here, and then tighten up your abdominal muscles, pull your belly button in, and then that should create the tension and stretch in the hip flexor. From there, to add to the stretch, what he's going to do is he's going to take his right arm, he's going to reach up overhead, and then he's going to side bend away from that side because the hip flexor attaches to that part of the spine. We're able to get an even better stretch on that muscle. Brad, can you feel that?
Yep.
Sweet. You want to hold this a minute. 30 seconds is good, a minute is even better, 2 minutes is even better than that. And you just need 1 repetition of the stretch to make a difference. You want to do this on both sides, and you want to do it after you've warmed up. Maybe you go and you walk half mile, maybe you do some easy butt kickers, then do this stretch. All right, so those are the drills that you can use to reduce your bounce, to improve your running economy, to use less energy when you run, and reduce your risk of injury. These drills are great to be done right before you run as part of your warm-up. Get your brain in the right thinking mechanism so that you're thinking about those form changes when you go out on your run. Be patient, this does take time to change, so give yourself a few weeks to see results of these drills. Again, high vertical oscillation does increase your injury risk and sap you of energy, so get on these as soon as you can. Hey guys, if you found value from these videos, drop a comment below. Let me know that these worked for you. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get more of my videos, and be sure to check out this video you see here on the screen for all the details about vertical oscillation and how it affects your running. Thanks so much, guys. Until next time, train smarter and perform better.